Hello, and welcome to this taste challenge. I have two 40% alcohol, two 40% alcohol blended Irish whiskeys. This is the Busker, introduced in, whoops, it's upside down. Upside down. Introduced in 2020, triple distilled Irish whiskey. And not only that, they age it in three separate casks. They go into ex-bourbon barrels, then they switch to ex-marsala barrels, and then to sherry, ex-sherry. So one bourbon, two wines. I'm not sure the exact order, but that's it. And so it's a little unusual, but mostly the taste is sort of regular. And it's from Royal Oak Distillery in Ireland. They used to give tours, but they had said they stopped doing it. It was back during the scamdemic, so I don't know if they'll restart the tours. I don't go to Ireland, so it would have no bearing on me, but I'm sure other people would love to see it. If I live close to there, I would too. Okay, so there it is. It's gold. Don't know if they're adding coloring. There's no age statement. Now we have O'Neill's 5-year-old Irish whiskey, 67% grain whiskey, 33% single malt whiskey, aged for 5 years in ex-bourbon barrels. And then it's finished, don't know for how long, it's finished in double charred oak barrels. It says smooth whiskey. I didn't find it was particularly smooth, to tell you the truth, kind of rough. But it still has some good qualities, very good qualities, and I'm still scoring it an A. Might drop it to A minus though, actually, but still, it's a nice one. Don't know if it's got coloring added. It's from West Cork Distillers, and there's no website thing. I get the impression that it's a private label for Total Wine and More. I can't say it is. I get the impression that it is. I couldn't find a trademark on it when it was introduced. It's not even saying on the label showing that it is trademarked. There's no indication that this name is trademarked, believe it or not. So the appearance is the same on these. Let's look at the website for the Busker. The Busker. Illva Sarrono. Illva Sarrono. I'll have to look that up. Matured and finished. Well, there it is. They're showing some nice. I have a glass like that. I have a glass just high quality single grain, single pot still whiskey. So it's 3 whiskeys. It's distilled 3 times. And it's aged 3 times. Bourbon, marsala, and sherry casks. So, different way of doing it. It won a silver last year at the World Whiskey Awards. Won medal at the World Spirits Competition. They don't name the year. Let's look up Illva Sarrono and see what. How could somebody be born in 2025 and looking up this website? That's the first option they give you. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Why even give that option? You know, nobody is a baby looking at the website on their baby smartphone. Products. Sarrono, yeah, I see that all the time. Tia Maria, I do see that one. The Busker, I've got it in my hand. Small batch single pot still. That's a new one on me. Engine gin. Try to make it look like lighter fluid. Rumplick. Yeah, I don't know anything about these products. Zabaro Zucca product. So they make a lot of liqueurs, obviously. It's all about like Sambuca. I've had Sambuca, limoncello. Yeah, so that's their specialty is they own a Irish distillery, regular whiskey. No, nothing wrong with that. They probably just tell the people at that distillery, do your thing. I don't know if it's making money, but because this, when it came out, I started seeing it everywhere. The Busker, started seeing it all around. Then I didn't really see it so much, and then, but I never bought it. I just saw it. And then one day I was in Walmart. They had this bottle for $10 plus tax. $10 closeout. I said they're getting rid of it. Nobody's buying it. Well, I bought a bottle. Why not? $10. It's nice. It's not that different from Jameson in my opinion now, but it's got an elaborate production recipe. Let's go with the aroma here. O'Neill's is made by West Cork Distillers, and I get the impression that it's a private label for Total Wine and More. I can't prove it, but I get that impression since it's the only place I've ever seen it. And it's $14.99 right now. Not a sales price. I'm smelling a little funky compost pile peatiness. It's got to be the O'Neill's. And I'm not smelling that here. That's got to be the Busker. It is. Second time I got it on aroma only. I did tealing, got it on aroma only. Now this aroma only. So the O'Neill's is unique. But half the people that drink it hate it. Now, if you look at the reviews, half the people are saying how good it is. But the other half talk about it's nasty. And I think it's that peaty quality to it. It's throwing them off and it's making them hate it. But like I say, hey, call it as you see it. Bready. Very much like bread dough. Do I pick up a lot of wine qualities? I'm not too sure about that. Very enjoyable. Sort of similar to Duhan's that I previously did. So I'm glad I only paid $10 for it. But it was still scoring an A. It's excellent. It's most excellent. I'm not going to denigrate it like, oh, it's just some sideline whiskey. It is a sideline brand in the sense that it's not too well known and there aren't many videos for it and it doesn't look like the sales are that good, but I'm not gonna knock it because it tastes good. They do a good job with it. This one's a little less, they talk about how smooth it is on the bottom. A little less smooth, a richer flavor, sweeter, more full flavored, more bold flavor. You could interpret that as a little bit of harshness, and that's the way I'm interpreting it. And I don't know if it's from the bourbon barrels being so strong on it, and then the double charred oak finish. They wanted to make it like that, though, obviously. Kind of a punchy product, like wham. But then you got that peaty note. I wouldn't call it a peaty whiskey. I would call it a whiskey with a subtle peaty note, but it shines through. Like I smelled it. I knew it what it was. I didn't have to taste it. I knew it. $14.99, great deal. I say it's an A. Might drop it to A minus, but still, it's hovering around 90 to 93. Okay, 90 out of 100 to 93 out of 100. 9.0 out of 10 to 9.3 out of 10, however you want to phrase that. 4.5 out of 5 and so forth. Okay. For $14.99, if you live close to Total Wine and More and you like Irish whiskey and you're adventurous, you want to try out new products, I would say go out and check it out. Go out and check it out. Now, next time, come back. We've got another Irish whiskey, and it is going to be the Busker single grain. I'm not too keen on that one. I'm going to tell you up front. They're taking a piece of this and they're making a separate bottling of it, just the single grains. It's okay. It's like, man, this is missing something. Yeah, it's missing a copper pot still whiskey, and it's missing a single malt. So yeah, it's a third of the recipe. But I only paid $10 for it, so I can't complain. But I don't think that'll be any kind of challenge. I think I'm gonna get it in a snap, and then I'm gonna close out. I have that Iden Stills, and I think there's another one. I can't remember. Like, what is it? Iden Stills, and there's another one, and it's driving me crazy to think of it. But maybe I'm wrong. But I thought there was another one. I have it on the shelf in the other room. All I gotta do is go look. You want me to go look right now? I'll go look. Let's see. Oh golly, and I jumped my timelines too. Because this is Michael Collins. Forgot about all these. This is Michael Collins. And I think this came out in 2011, something like that. So I really went out of whack on the timeline. That's not really important. I just like to go in a pattern. But this is an older label. There's a new label now, and there's a new blend. It's a different blend now. They call it the Politician or something like that. But this is the older brand when they had the old man owning the company. It was a privately owned company. He died on an airplane, just old. He was old and he died. And the family sold it to Sazerac. They didn't want it. The Sazerac still makes a Michael Collins. This is back when it was made by Cooley Distillery. Well, they might still make it, but it was Sidney Frank who owned the brand. Sidney Frank, that was his actual name. Like I say, he died. And they have this at international marketing. It's like $15.59. Might have gone up to 16 something. I'd buy it. I'm telling you right now, I'd buy it. But it's only double distilled, not triple distilled, double distilled. So that's the choice they made. And then I forgot about proper number 12. Where's my mind? Where's my mind? Age 4 years. This is the famous former celebrity brand. It was a celebrity, but he got fired from the brand for some personal behavior issues. But that's going to be a good one. And then I've got Iden Stills, which I paid about $17.99. Blend number 3. Never saw number 1 or 2. This is made by a company. Oh, it's bottled by Alexander Murray. That's right. They don't make anything. It's an independent bottler. But this is for Total Wine and More only. It's made for Total Wine and More. It's a private label for them. They say it on the website, on the actual Iden Stills website. So these are going to be interesting taste challenges. Can you believe how much Irish whiskey I have now? I can't even keep up with it. I got so much. The Busker, you know what? You did a little bit better than I thought. I'm proud of you. All right. So look like I got about another week of Irish whiskey taste challenge. I thought I was at the end, but I got about another week. But no rush, no rush. We'll go into Scotch whiskey later. And then we'll do blended Scotch, single malt, and then we'll do blended after that. So that'll take us all the way through the end of the month for sure. Probably midway into October, I would think. All right, we all take care. God bless everybody and pray for the United States of America. I'm out of here.